Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Innalhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi anbiya'i wal mursaleen. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Welcome to our series of webinars on preparing everyone for the Hajj of 2025. Inshallah ta'ala, today's session we are going to provide a few quick updates that we've been receiving in the last few days, as well as open up the session for questions for people to ask the questions. We are going to record this session, and the questions and your voices will be in the recording. So if you do not wish your name to be on the recording, you are more than welcome to hold back your name. And again, please do not turn your video on. We do not want anyone's video to be released in our recording, inshallah. We would like to avoid that. So please hold back on the recording. So let me quickly go through.
Your sharing has stopped, so you would have to share again.
I'm going to start sharing now. So just to go through a few quick slides, and then we'll open up the session, inshallah. Again, every day, every time, and every minute possible, continue to recite the talbiyah for the Hajj Baitullah. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, innal hamda wal ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. So every time you recite that, have the intention that Allah will accept your request. Allah will request your request to be in part of the Hajj Baitullah, inshallah ta'ala. Now, quickly, I want to go through the steps again. We will continue doing this in the beginning of every session. So these are the steps for us to prepare and get to Hajj Baitullah. So by now, the desire and intention, inshallah, that's already there. The funds and vacation planning. This by now, based on all the webinars that we have released previously, you should have started preparing. If not, please start preparing. From the funds perspective, by now you should have at least some credit cards that have the limit of at least 10,000 to 15,000 per person, depending on how many people are in your group. You multiply that number. And the vacation planning, as we have said, you could be traveling anytime from the 20th of May up to the 11th of June. So at least plan about 15 to 20 days of vacation. Short of 15 days, it's really very difficult. It'll keep it flexible so that you can take the best package possible there. Most of our packages will start around the 21st, 22nd, 23rd of May and end around the 10th, 11th of June, inshallah ta'ala. Spiritual and physical prep, as we have said, it is the Hajj rituals are physically strenuous. Plus add to that the weather condition in most of the days of the Umrah, especially, or when the days of the Mashair, expect to walk about 4 to 7 miles. Okay, depending on the camp that you pick. As if it's Al-Kabsh, it's probably a little bit less. If it's Mu'assam, it is definitely 5 to 6 miles, 7 miles, or a little bit more than that. If you talk about going back and forth, you have to plan on it. So prepare the physical prep. Spiritually, start understanding the fact that because of the rituals that are very strenuous, because of the physical conditions, sometimes it is highly possible there might be chances of losing patience. Spiritually, start preparing. Spiritually, also start preparing. Understand the process, the steps of the Hajj itself. We will cover that one at a later time, inshallah. But start thinking about it. Start reading it, inshallah. Document registration. We have also shared lots of documents on that one. We will continue sharing those documents so that by now you should have started looking at hajnusuk.sa and started creating the accounts and uploading it. The official registration has not started, but we would like you to start going through that one. Inshallah, we'll go through this one. Any questions you have, we will cover, inshallah, in the next 45 minutes to an hour, inshallah. Package selection and payment. This is something that's going to occur in the month of January and March. We have given an idea of how the packages would look. And once the packages are released, inshallah, by early January, you will start getting an understanding of how much funds to collect exactly, and then based on that, you can start putting the funds into the e-wallet, inshallah. So this is the Hajj planner generally. So the registration is approximately, it's supposed to start anytime now. The Hajj Nusuk is open. You can go ahead and start creating your accounts. The officially the 2025 registration has not been released, but the information that we have so far is that the existing website platform will accept your account creation. Um, Officially, we do not know if they will continue using it, but our information says that yeah, they will continue using it. It's okay for you to go ahead and create it. So go ahead and please start creating that one, inshallah. Create your account, start uploading your document. If you have any questions on the document, there is a file that we have released. We'll share the information on that. We'll provide the link again. It is on our on our Facebook. It's on our I'm sorry, not on Facebook. In our YouTube channel, the links are there. The videos are there, so please review that one. And if you have any questions, we are available to help. And we'll continue organizing these webinars and releasing more documents, inshallah ta'ala. So the registration process can go into like middle of February and on. Anybody, it's going to be open, but we want to make sure you complete your registration by end of December, before end of December. Whether it is officially open or not, at least you should go ahead and create your account and upload the documents and be ready just in case if they accept it as is in the platform, inshallah. And when the packages are released for review in early January, we would like all our members, whether they are going with using our package or other package, we hope everyone goes with our package, inshallah. So, but we want to make sure that you quickly jump in and start reviewing and making some decisions as to which package, which are your preferred package. And we will release the names of the packages that Precious Path team will support, inshallah. And we hope that those are the packages you'll put in as your preferred. But in either case, whichever package it is, you need to quickly, in the month of January, do not wait towards the end of January. Early January, look through the packages as soon as the packages are reviewed and block them as your preferred packages. That does not mean you have purchased it. You're just sending that, putting a marker saying that, hey, this is the package that I would want. When the package purchasing opens, you can quickly go in and purchase the package, inshallah. So when the purchase packaging starts, again, we want our members to quickly get the preferred packages as quickly as possible. If you do not get the preferred packages, there are high chances you may not be able to get those packages. You'll have to get whatever packages are available. Secondly, please understand the quota for United States, the quota for the entire Nusuk is about 35,000. 34,000 is what we understand. For the United States, the quota is about 34,000, which is nothing. If you look at it, it's really a very small number. So that means the preferred packages will go very, very fast. So this is why I'm emphasizing here, as soon as packages are released in the early part of January, jump in, review it, mark it as preferred. And as soon as the package purchasing opens, sometimes in the early part of February, purchase it. Pay for it, purchase it, block it off, inshallah ta'ala. So for this to happen, you need to complete your registration process and uploading of the documents as quickly as possible. And of course, our webinars will continue throughout the period, throughout the package registration, all this process. Our webinars are going to continue, and then once the purchasing process finishes, we'll continue move on to the logistics, etc., etc. We are with you all the way through. For everybody that is going for Hajj, we are inshallah ta'ala going to guide you and help you. For the Hujjaj who are going to be part of our package, etc., we are going to work very closely with you on preparing you further with more details, inshallah. Our guides will start getting in touch with you as soon as the packages are purchased, so that we can start coordinating with the guides, inshallah ta'ala. So these are the topics that we believe are important. I'm going to open up the floor for questions on registration and documents. Okay, if anyone has questions on registration and documents, please raise your hand, and inshallah ta'ala we will try to cover and answer as much as possible. Brother Wasim, do we have any questions?
Yeah. I would request everybody to raise their hands, and I'll call everyone in the order. So let me go ahead and open the mic. But yeah, the one who I call out, please, that person will unmute themselves and ask the question. So looking at the first person, Brother Harivan.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum assalam wa
Welcome.
barakatuh. So just a quick question. I have a sister that was registered last year, and for some reason I'm trying to put her under my name as the main person in charge, but for some reason it's not allowing me to have her under the family of my
Okay.
account.
All right. If she's already created an account, then you will not be able to do it until you delete her account. Okay. You will have to delete her account, and then you will have to add her completely in your account as a family member, as a group person in your account. Okay.
Jazakallah.
Okay, brother.
Okay.
Yes, Jazakallah khair.
Oracle. Okay. Next one.
SB.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers. I have two questions. The first question is, my family and I had registered for the 2024 Hajj. Unfortunately, for some reason, we were not able to go. This time around, my father and I will be going. The first question that I have is, I remember the last meeting that we had, you had mentioned that there'll be additional verification on like allergy and diseases. I'm trying to post a picture on the chat, but it's not going through. We have it says no for everything, which is accurate. So I don't know if I should try to edit it or should I just leave it alone?
Ask me, what is the question you have on that one? I mean, did you enter the information in there, and you're asking if you should correct it? Is that what you're asking for?
I think we entered it last year. It has like you have chronic allergies or diseases, and everything is listed as no, which is correct. So I don't want to edit anything. Should I just leave it alone, or will it like there's no reason for me to edit it, basically?
If you don't have any reason to edit, don't touch it. Okay. But if you
Okay.
believe something has changed, then update it. Okay. So I want to take that opportunity. On the medical questionnaire, there is a question about chronic diseases. Please be very careful answering that question. Understand the meaning of chronic. Chronic necessarily means reoccurring, as something that causes you challenges in performing your day-to-day activities. Something that can reoccur regularly. That's what chronic refers to. Okay, so. Just because a person has a blood pressure does not make it chronic unless that blood pressure becomes severe. Okay, there is also a question in that medical questionnaire part about severity. So please be careful answering these questions. The reason I'm emphasizing is we are not aware how these questions would be treated, how these responses would be treated. We do not want to cause these questions by mistake being answered incorrectly, or giving a wrong impression, and the visa not being approved. Okay, so be careful in answering that. We are not aware how this will be used, but we are just cautioning on this one, inshallah. Okay, answer accurately but carefully is what our guideline here is. Okay, go ahead. What's next? Sister, you had a two question, you said.
Yes, I had the other question is it appears that the Nuzuk website is set for the 2025 Hajj because it says like 165 days till Hajj, which I think is accurate. Is there anything else I need to do to make sure that do I have to do anything else besides prepping the wallet?
What we suggest for you is go through all your documents in there, make sure nothing has changed, make sure you have the information correctly. Okay, just so that when they go through the verification process, when they review it, even if you've been approved before, they may possibly re-review that one. We do not know exactly. Okay, so if they re-review that information, you want to make sure all the information is accurate, up to date. For example, if your passport has changed, please get it in there. if anything else has changed, or if you look at your name there, if it does not matches your passport exactly how it is in the passport, not exactly how your name is, but exactly how it is in the passport. So my suggestion to you, go through your profile. If anything has changed, if anything is not accurate, update it. Okay, do this as quickly as possible, much before the package review process starts.
Okay, perfect. Jazakallah khair.
Next, please.
Next it says Ibrahim A.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. Can you hear me? Can you hear
Walaikum
me?
salam, brother. Yes, brother.
Yes. So my question is, I have a Nusuk account like from last year, 2024. So I
Okay.
went with like two other people. Right now, what I'm trying to do is de-link those two individuals that I went to Hajj last year, but it's telling me that I currently have, because the package from last year is still showing on my account. Say I cannot remove those or de-link those other person, and because I have like a package pending, something like. But that's not the
Right.
case. Is there
Right.
like a way where we can reset, I guess, the account to, I don't know, maybe delete the old package, like the old information from last year?
Not at this point. Not at this point. We are being made aware of this one. Even for the guides, we are having some challenges on this one. The data from 24 has not been reset. Okay, so this is why you're not able to see that. And secondly, Nusuk is in the process of making some changes to their platform. So some of the functionality is still not available. So just be patient, continue to monitor. Unfortunately, as much as we would like Nusuk to keep everyone informed, we are hoping they will. At this point in time, we do not have the exact timeline when they will make the changes and make it available for 2025. Okay, we do not have that information. So at this point, just be patient, continue to monitor our chat. As soon as we get any confirmed information, we will update you so that you can start going and cleaning that up, inshallah. Okay, brother Ibrahim.
Yes, thank you. Jazakallah.
Okay.
Next
Next,
is Zaid.
brother Zaid. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. So back to the question of chronic illness.
Can you turn off one of your speaker? I think there is an echo. If you have the desktop and your phone.
Is it okay now?
Go ahead and try it.
Okay, so back to the question of chronic illness. By definition, I have diabetes, so it's considered as chronic illness. But I'm not on insulin. I'm on a prolonged, medication like a metformin, which I have to take every day. So I'm worried that by not listing it as a disease or illness, then they will say that I'm lying. I didn't be truthful in my application.
Right.
But by putting it, I don't want it to be like a red flag, so they may,
Right.
disqualify me because I have illnesses.
Yeah, the reason I mentioned that, brother Zaid, right at the beginning is I actually went to the Google and did a dictionary search on chronic.
Mhm.
Please do that one. Chronic is something that is reoccurring diseases, okay? Not necessarily an allergy that is well controlled with medications, etc. Something is chronic is something that keep reoccurring and that will possibly uh, uh, that will cause you issues with your health, basically. Okay, so that is what is considered chronic. I would like everybody to go and read the meaning of chronic so that you can make your best decision. Okay, my understanding of chronic, based on the reading that I have done, is something that will stop you from your day-to-day activities by itself, not by medication. As long as you're under control of medication, etc., it might be a little bit different. So read that one. You may also want to, if you are doubtful about this one, do consult your doctor and ask the doctor if this would be considered a chronic disease. Okay. But at the end of the day, please be careful answering that question. Do not take it lightly.
So if I am already registered and verified and if I go back to edit my applications, so it will go through the verification again, right?
It most probably will go through the verification, and it's most probably, even if you're approved last year, we think that everyone might go through a verification process. We do not know exactly how they are going to handle that one, okay? Because they are adding some additional fields, additional requirements, such as the medical history. My understanding is that they will review all the accounts. So my suggestion to you, if there is something that you do not believe is accurate, you should go back and update it.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Okay.
And just on the topic of chronic, for example, CDC, they define chronic diseases as a condition that has lasted for 1 year or more and requires ongoing medical attention or limits activities of daily living or both. So,
Well,
Right.
well, it's not really limit your activities. If you are like take care of your food and medication and all that, you are fine. But if you didn't
Exactly.
take the medication and you overeat and you didn't exercise, then you are in trouble.
Right.
So
I
that part,
think what
you just
I think what Brother Wasim was pointing out, if you to highlight in his statement, is medical attention. Okay, medical attention, as in a dialysis, right? That's a
right.
medical attention. Taking
Okay,
a medication for dialysis, it is not the same as medical attention.
okay,
So it's medical attention, meaning the doctor has to check you on a regular basis. On a regular basis, meaning, let's say, on a daily basis or weekly basis, something to that effect. That is what is CD is defining, the medical attention necessary. Okay,
okay.
all right.
Thank you.
but yeah, consult your doctor if you are in doubt. Yeah.
Please do
Uh,
consult your. Okay, okay, Brother Wasim.
next, next is Sajid.
The Sajid, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Walaikum salam.
My question is, my surname is too long, So because of your fill-in text box does not allow to complete the name, due to the constraint to the number of characters enter. So can you suggest me what should I do there?
Brother Wasim, you have helped on this quite. You want to answer that question?
Uh, no, actually, yeah,
It's
yeah,
basically the name is longer than what the field accommodates. There is a field called father's name. Okay, you could split your name into that one. If so, will one name fill in one of the fields, or it is too long even for one field?
See, for example, if you say if 3 words are there in a surname,
Okay.
are you suggesting me to enter some words in the father name and then some words on the surname?
Yes.
Okay.
and then basically what you might need to do afterwards is potentially reach out to Nusuk support if they
Okay.
reject it, to explain
Okay.
that it isn't filling in
Okay.
one field. So yeah, like people say, for example, like you said, if it's just one single word, you can only fill up till the point where it is, and then you'll have to probably create a ticket. Now,
Yeah.
just to remind you, like when you do create a ticket, they are not always super helpful, but that is basically the next step. If you can split it like Farid Bhai said, that's the best, and see if they allow it. Sometimes, yeah, like for example, if you have 2 names and depends on how it is called out in the passport. For example, in my passport, it says given names and it says first name and middle name. What I had done the first time was separated first name, middle name, what they wanted me to put it together. So things like that. So try to separate it out into fields, see if that helps. Otherwise, you might need to create a Nusuk ticket to get help there. Yeah.
Okay. Inshallah. Let me try, inshallah. Just
Right.
Jazakallah khair,
So
brother.
do that, and in case if you do get a rejection, rejection of the account creation, okay, not the for the Hajj itself. It is
Okay.
basically
Yeah.
when they do send a response back, they're going to tell you what is the reason. At that point in time, create a ticket and share the ticket number. If you don't get a response in about a week or so, inshallah, we'll see if we can possibly help. We have our team member in Medina, Brother Samir. He's been great in trying to help and resolve these kind of issues. And inshallah, ta'ala, we'll try to help you also, inshallah.
Okay. Jazakallah. I just have one more
Yeah.
question. I mean,
Yes.
do you have the gateway from Manchester in UK?
I'm sorry, what was the question you answered from Manchester?
I mean, are you going to have the gateway from Manchester in UK?
At this point in time, Manchester is not one of the gateway we've been informed. It is
Okay.
London is the gateway we know of. Okay, there is an airline from Manchester. I know that there is a possibility for Manchester, but the packages that we are supporting, probably Manchester is not going to be included. London is the one.
Okay. Okay. Jazakallah.
Okay.
Next is
Next number.
Sister Ipa.
Assalamu alaikum, sister. Okay, we can. Is it Rabia?
No, it says IPA. I'm not sure if I'm
Oh,
pronouncing
Sister
it.
Ipa. Sister Ipa. Yes. Sister Ipa, we have had lots of discussions. Go ahead and ask the question. You need to unmute on your side. Brother Wasim, can you unmute her?
I think I can send a request, but she has to unmute it. But yeah, let me see.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam, sister. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, this is first time and make me, still learning. So I have two questions. One question is for triple, triple person in hotel edition is 1 person and 1,000. Is that mean 1,000 is by person or by the room?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to hear you clearly. Can you speak a little louder?
Oh, what should I do? Yeah, this is I put high volume. Maybe. Yeah, I have question about the room. Do you hear me clear, brother?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll
Yeah.
try.
I have about the for the triplets. They said that addition 1,000. Is that mean 1,000 is by person or by the room?
Okay. The most of the packages when they're released, they are going to be released based on quad occupancy. Okay. So when you go and reduce that one, if they are not, if they offer quad, and let's say you go and say no, we want triple. Last year, most of the time, the package per person would go up by about $1,000 to $1,500. So you do have to bear that in mind. Yes. If you say no, we only want 3 people in the room, okay, then it'll go up. But if you say I will accept the quad and we'll have a 4th person in our room, then you will get charged whatever the package price is. Then no additional charges will be applied.
I think she's also asking like if the price will be per person listed there versus
The
the room price.
package prices are always listed per person.
Okay. And
Okay.
another, thank you. But the question is, if the package release, should I get the package first or open e-wallet or tap up or call it something like that? Pop up or something like that?
So yeah, so basically talking about loading e-wallet before buying a package.
Okay, yes. You should have your okay. Let me see if I can answer you, sister. Okay, when the packages are opened up for review, you should look at the packages and decide which package you want, and then look at the package price. If package price says, let's say 30,000 reals, it's always listed in reals, by the way. Okay, just be aware of that one. It's always listed in real, and then you will have to calculate your local currency. For example, for United States, 3.7 is the general number that you should be using. So let's say if the package price lists it at 30,000 reals, and if you have 3 people in your group, that is basically 90,000 reals for the package. The package price does not include the flight. Please be aware of it. I have said this repeatedly in my webinars. The package price is before the flight. So you would look at the price, it says $90,000, 90,000 reals, for 3 people on this package. In addition to that one, you should add the flight price. Flight prices from the United States are generally in the 2,500 to 3,000 range. Okay, so you need to take that 90,000 and then you need to add, let's say 3,000 times 3, that is $9,000. Okay, so 90,000 divided by 3.7 plus to that one you add $9,000 in understanding how much funds you need to add into your wallet. Now, e-wallet should be funded before the purchasing starts. If not, if you wait until the purchasing starts and then you decide to fund the wallet, then by the time you get the wallet funded and you go to the purchasing, it is highly possible that package might be sold out by then. Okay, so I do understand that by putting the money ahead of time in the wallet, you are holding up your money. But this is how the process works. You have to put the money in the wallet ahead of time before the purchasing starts, so that when the purchasing starts, you can quickly move into the purchasing, which is making the payment on it. Now, on this part, I do want to emphasize one thing. Please use credit cards just in case if a refund has to be made. Either you put the excess money and you need the refund, or you decided you could not find a proper package and you need the full refund. The refund process with the credit card, in our experience from 24, with the credit card is much, much faster and easier than with a bank transfer. Okay. In either case, in 24, 1.5% tax on the on the 1.5% transaction fee was held on the taxes that were applied, that were part of the package. So the 1.5% does not apply to the entire 30,000 riyals. It only applies to the tax portion of the package. Okay, I hope I'm not confusing people, but be aware there is a very, very small amount will be held back when they do the refund. But you have to fund the e-wallet before the purchasing starts so that you can quickly move and make the purchase. One more thing before, sister, if you have more question, try to fund the wallet with the package of your choice, which is the most expensive package, so that when the purchasing starts, you should not be in a situation where you are short on funds in your wallet and you have to go back and fund it again more. By that time, again, you may lose that purchase by that package. Sister Ipa, did I answer your question?
Brother, basically, when the package come out, I have to be review the package first before I put the money in wallet.
You have to review the package, not purchase. Okay, when they open up the packages for review in early part of January, we are hoping, inshallah, you should review it and quickly fund the package. Yes, fund the wallet.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Okay.
your help. Hopefully, I'm doing good with that.
You know, we'll
Thank you for all
continue to help you, sister. Don't worry about it. Don't get discouraged. Don't get concerned. Inshallah, we are here. We'll continue to help you. You can put the questions in our chat. You can you can continue to be asking the questions, and we'll continue to have this kind of question and answer sessions. We'll continue to have this maybe once in every 2 weeks, and once the package review starts, this frequency will increase and our team will start being available much more on the chat so that we can answer the questions, inshallah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Blessing help out me. So yeah. Thank you so much.
So Farid bhai, just because some people are asking in chat, should only the people who have registration questions, or should other people also go ahead and raise their hands now, like if they have other question about packages?
Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and start asking the questions because we are already 40 minutes into the session. So
yeah. So whoever has question, make sure to raise your hands. Next is Sister Sumaya.
Sister Sumaya, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I have a question because for the last year Hajj in 2024, I have created an account and I have started by adding my elderly mother's information first. I was able to add her passport and other details, but I was having issues with the picture size. So after getting frustrated, my husband has created another account and he was able to adjust the picture sizes too. So he had entered mine and his passport details, but when he was trying to enter my mom's information, he was getting an error that her information has already been entered in another pending application. So they were not allowing her information into our the different account that we had created. Now we are stuck in this in a way that in neither of the accounts all three of our information can be added in one application. We couldn't go last year because of that, and now this year when we are creating a new account, we are getting the same error, and they say, oh, your account has already been created, so use that, and in that account it's the same problem.
Okay, the first thing you need to do is go and delete the account that you created for her. That's the first thing
And
you need to do.
how do we delete the account, because there was no option of deleting the account?
If you go look in the profile, if you click on
Mm-hmm.
the profile, if you go to the bottom of the profile, there is an option to delete the information. So that's the delete the account. That's the first thing you need to do is delete that account. As long as the way it works is, if you have entered a passport number, for example,
Mm-hmm.
that passport number, actually, if you have entered an email, her name, and a passport number, Nusuk will
Yep.
match this in their account. So if you go and try to add that same information, yeah, under another account or create another account, Nusuk will not accept it. So first thing, that account has to be deleted. Okay, you go into her profile. Okay, all the way at the bottom, there is an option to delete this account. You need to do that one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. If you have an
Uh,
issue, chat with us, and we'll see what you're
yeah,
having.
another thing with the chat, by the way, the chat apparently is locked and I cannot
It is.
enter any question.
Yes, yes, you're right about it. Directly reach into one of the admins in that one. We open up the chat on the weekends
Okay.
because, again, our team is a team of these are mostly volunteers who are professionals, basically. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we are probably tied up with our other work and meetings, but we do open up the chat on the weekends. But you can reach out to one of the admins, and inshallah, we'll try to help you in case if you run
Okay.
into major issues.
Okay. Jazakallah. Thank you.
Barakallah. Okay. Next, please.
Yeah,
Brother.
let me quickly show for 1 second this delete option, and just to kind of show the sister where it is. So if you go all the way to the bottom, right, and this is again assuming a scenario where you have not set up your e-wallet yet.
Yeah. No, I haven't set up the e-wallet yet.
Right. This again, you have to click on the profile. Okay, as Brother Wasim is showing here, you need to go into my profile, and all the way at the bottom of the information is the delete account.
Okay. Okay, I'll try that.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Good, Brother Wasim.
Next is Brother
Oh,
Muhammad.
the sister Sumaya, one quick additional to that one. We have
Yes.
released a document. We have released a document that's uploading document. It's there in our web chat, in the description of our web chat. Please follow that word by word, line by line, because you have to format your documents, your images exactly how we are describing. This is for everybody. If you're having issues with your documents, you need to adjust your document by going into Paint and making sure it follows the pixels. We have given line by line instruction on how to do that one. You have to. And again, I went through this with one other individual. They were bypassing some of the steps and they were running into problem uploading. You have to follow those steps. That's the only way. And the way we are showing the image has to look exactly like that. The 2 pages of your passport, okay, from corner to corner, and no extra stuff in there. It has to be corner to corner, and it has to follow the pixel and the sizing. Okay, Brother Wasim, go
Okay.
ahead. Let's go to the next one, please.
Brother Muhammad.
Brother Muhammad, Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, I have a questions about this wallet because last time I tried to do that one and I have these issues when I try to buy this and my wallet has not enough money. So that's the critical things. So if I want to choose one of the package, how much extra money I have to put? You suggest?
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Okay. The suggestion that I have in your e-wallet, look at the package that you want to get. Okay. Let's say the package is 30,000 reals, for example. Okay. And allocate $3,000. Okay. $3,000 for the ticket. So take the 30,000 and approximately, let's say 30,000 comes to about $8,000, for example. So 8,000 plus 3,000, and my recommendation is put at least another $2,000 to that one. The reason is because the 30,000 package that you are going after, in case if that package gets sold, and if you have room, a little bit more room to go to the next level of the package, you're not going to get stuck the way you got stuck last year. Okay, so at
Okay.
least plan on 25% more than what the package you're looking at, just in case you run into the similar situation. I do realize, for everybody's sake, I do realize that this is the money that is getting locked in. I do realize that there are some issues with the refund. I do realize all that. Unfortunately, this is how it is. But I want to make sure that each and everyone listening is able to go to the Hajj, inshallah, without these challenges. Okay. Brother
Jazakallah.
Muhammad, did I answer your question?
Yeah, Jazakallah.
Barakallah. Next, please.
Next, it just says attendee. So somebody might have hidden their name.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu
Hi.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Assalamu
salam.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Salam.
salam.
I have a couple of questions regarding the transportation of the packages. The first one, what transportation or arrangements are provided for non-shifting pilgrims to travel between their accommodations, the Mashar, Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifah, and the Masjid al-Haram during the Hajj days? This is the
Okay.
first question.
Okay. Let me first answer that question. Okay. If you are only referring to the transportation in the Mashayar, okay, which basically means from Mina to Arafat, Arafat to Muzdalifah, Muzdalifah back to Mina, and then you're asking the question about transportation from Mina to Haram, if that's the question. Okay, this depends on the type of package you get. If you're getting the package which is part of the Al-Kabsh, which is the VIP camp, then all the transportation within Mashayar, Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifah, back to Mina and to Jamarat, is by train. If your package includes Al Muassim, which is the American European camp, then the transportation from Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifah, and back to Mina is by bus, and the from the camp to the Jamarat is only by walk. It's about 3 miles approximately walk to the Jamarat from the camp. So that is the transportation within the Mashayar. Now, the transportation from Mina to Haram, this is definitely a challenge, but this year what the service provider is trying to do, okay, and I want to caution this, I want to be a little bit careful so that we set the expectations correctly. The service provider is trying to arrange for buses for our group, okay, so that the people will be picked up most probably on the 11th of Dhul Hijjah, the day after the day of the Eid, the day after the Qurbani, and then take them to Haram and bring them back. Depending on the conditions of the roads, depending on the conditions of how closely you can go to Haram, this transportation would be arranged, inshallah. Okay, so the transportation from Mashayar to Haram every Hajj is always a huge challenge for the groups, for the individuals. But we are trying level best, inshallah. Okay, but you have to be patient with us while these arrangements are being made. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay.
Did I answer all your questions? Do you have more?
Yes, I have one more. By the way, my name is Samir. Sorry if I just put
No
attending.
problem.
I am
No problem.
okay. The second one is if we use the train during Hajj, we'll be traveling with our designated group, or we have train arrangement independent of the group. Can you hear me well, Sheikh?
Your question is if you'll be traveling with your native group. I mean, by that you mean a specific community? Is that what you're referring to?
I am asking about if we're going with the train, is that within the groups, within our group, or this is independent with and individuals? This is my
No, no,
question.
no. Within the mashar, you are going to go with your guide.
Okay,
Your group. Okay, each group is formed of 45 people, and each 45 people are under one of our guides, and this is true of all the service providers. This is not just us. Okay, but in our case, we will make sure our guide will coordinate and take his or her 45 people together to the through the mashayar with the mashayar transportation, inshallah. Okay,
okay. Just
we
one
will
more
do it, but
question. Go ahead,
go
sir.
ahead, please.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So, in general, do you recommend the shifting versus non-shifting? What is the preference, if that possible to be asked?
Okay, yeah. Again, it depends. See, the shifting is a little bit cheaper. Okay, it saves a little bit of money. All right. Now, besides the financial part, the shifting, you have to make a move. So that's a little bit of a negative thing. But on the positive side, when you do the shifting, you're closer to the Jamarat, so that during the days of the Mashayar, you have the option of walking closely, because most of the shifting hotels are in Azizia, which is close to Jamara. So you have the option of coming to your hotel room, relaxing, resting, taking a shower, and then walking back to your camp. So that option exists if you are in a shifting package. Okay, all right. With a non-shifting, you would stay in the same hotel room which you are in near haram. You don't have to make the move. Those are the two things that you have to take into consideration besides the financial part. Okay.
Okay, thank you, brothers. Thank you. Salam alaikum. Jazakumullah khair.
Walaikum salam.
Next
Next
is
person,
Brother Imad.
Brother Imad. Salam alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. I have a question regarding uh, e-wallet. To top up, can I use credit cards?
Yes, you can. You can use the credit card, and we highly recommend using the credit cards to top the e-wallet.
Jazakallah.
Okay. Okay. Salam alaikum. Next, brother. Wasi.
Yeah,
Oh,
those are all the hands.
very quickly, brother Wasi. Make sure when you're using credit cards, please check on your credit card institution to make sure they don't charge you foreign transaction fee. Generally, foreign transaction fee can end up adding an additional 3% to your charges. So please look for credit cards that don't have the foreign transaction fee. Credit cards such as the one from Capital One, Chase, etc., and even the Wells Fargo, to the best I remember, do not have the transaction fee. But even in those cases, please double check and make sure there are no foreign transaction fees. Go ahead, brother Wasim. Let's move forward.
Yeah, and on that, if you don't have a limit available in one credit card, you can split the transaction in multiple credit cards. You can also pay with one card and then pay off that card and then do another one. So you can split and do multiple transactions if you don't have,
Good point.
which
Good
a lot of
point.
people do not have limits. I think those are all the hands that were up, Brother Farid.
Okay. I saw some questions coming up in the chat. Are there anything that we need to quickly go
Somebody's
through?
asking about money in e-wallet. Why can't I open e-wallet?
Oh, the e-wallet is not open right now. Okay. As we have been saying, the registration for 2025 is still officially not open. The e-wallet becomes available only after your account has been verified. Verified for 2025. If you've been verified for 2024, the e-wallet may still not open up. Okay, Once they complete the verification process for 2025, that's when the e-wallet will open up, inshallah. Okay. Next, brother Wasim.
Yeah, and it's saying e-wallet completed because you might have a wallet from last year that is still open. So somebody's asking. So that's the wallet
Yeah. Please
number
do not.
completed. Yeah, but don't load
Please
any
do
more
not.
amount in there.
Yeah. Please do not touch the e-wallet even if it becomes available until we are able to tell you that the 2025 process has started.
Next is
Somebody,
I went to Hajj in 24. Can I go again this year as well? 25,
our
25.
information is there are no restrictions. Okay. If you went in 24, you should be able to go in 2025. We have not heard of any restrictions.
And another question is, in a shifting package, do we still stay overnight in Mina during the Mashai days, or do we return to hotel after completing
As
rituals?
per the requirements of the fiqh, yes, you have to stay in Mina, eat during the Mashar days. You can visit your hotel room, whether it is a shifting or non-shifting. In either case, you can go to your hotel during the daytime, but at night time you are required to stay in the Mina camp unless there are medical reasons for otherwise. For details, we will cover this inshallah ta'ala in our fiqh sessions later on, inshallah.
Yeah, somebody's asking what will be different in the booking process between Hajj 2024 and 25.
We still don't know. We don't know the details of the Hajj booking process. We are not aware of it yet. But at a high level, what we understand is the packages are going to be released by country in phase one, meaning the first phase of the package will be released for specific countries with the specific gateways for that country. In phase two, which is about a week or two after the purchasing has started for phase one, which is sometime in first to second week of February, the packages with custom flights will start then. Okay, that is what we are aware of so far. We do not have any more detail. Okay,
I
is
think
that it?
that was it. That was it for today, inshallah.
All right, Jazakallah khair for everybody attending. Are there any last minute questions before we end the session?
Oh, I see another hand raised actually. Muhammad Arfan.
Brother Irfan?
Arfan, it says ARFAN. Actually, let me enable the audio again. Hold on, I disabled it. Yes, Muhammad Arfan, can you try to unmute yourself now?
No?
Okay, next was
Okay.
SB. Are you there?
Go ahead,
Okay.
Brother Irfan.
Yeah, I'm
Go ahead,
here.
Brother. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, me and my son is going on Hajj, and he has a summer classes because he's a college student. And if we take 10 days package, so which day we have to leave and which day he can come back in USA,
Okay.
Atlanta?
So you have to be in Hajj at least until the 11th of June. Okay. The
11th
flight,
of
the
June.
10th to 11th of June are absolutely, that's the earliest the return flights will start. Okay. So, and then if you back that up, that's how you need to look at it. So when you look at packages, look at it carefully. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Most of the flights, the arrival of the flights will stop on the 4th of Dhul Hijjah. Okay. So
Okay.
the way you look at that is 4th of Dhul Hijjah is the earliest, the latest that you can land in Jeddah, and the earliest that you can leave out of Jeddah is the 14th of Dhul Hijjah, 13th to the 14th of Dhul Hijjah. Okay. The flights
Which
don't start until the
14th Dhul
13th.
Hijjah is which? That's the date, the June 13th, 14th?
No, no. Dhul Hijjah, I am saying. I'm giving you the dates in Dhul Hijjah because those are the accurate dates, basically, if you look at from Islamic perspective. But if you are asking me from the calendar days,
Uh-huh.
then 10th or 11th of June is the earliest you can fly out of
Uh-huh.
Jeddah. Okay, and
Right.
you cannot come into Jeddah anytime before the second, no, the latest that you can come into Jeddah is the 1st of June. So that is pretty much what your calculations should be. Okay.
Okay, so after 11th of June,
But
if it could
my
get
caution
delayed.
to you, my caution to you, I understand the tuitions, etc. The packages will become very limited for you. So please be careful about that one. You could arrange with the custom flights, but
Right.
the packages will start becoming very limited by that. So what you can consider is consider a package which is more than 10 days, then
Uh-huh.
look at your custom flights
Right.
and then see if you can arrange the custom flights around your date. Of course, your cost will go much higher.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Okay, all right.
So 11th could be the earliest one, you say, if we
11th
take 10.
June is the earliest you can depart Jeddah.
Uh-huh. All right, Jazakallah khair.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
all right.
SB.
Yes, brother. I have one question. For those of us who had created a profile in 2024, am I hearing it correctly? Shouldn't be topping our wallet from the 2024 account until it's been verified that we can still use the same wallet?
That is correct. You should not be topping your e-wallet until you get a confirmation from us, let's say, that the registration for 25 is open and then the packages have been opened up for review. Okay. Until that
Okay.
happens, please do not touch your e-wallets.
Okay, Jazakallah. I honestly, the reason why I ask is the reason why we couldn't go is because Saudi did not recognize my bank. So I just, Alhamdulillah, opened a Bank of America, which is, I know they have been able to accept that bank.
Okay. Inshallah, ta'ala. Inshallah, it will work for you this year.
Inshallah. Jazakallah.
Says, do you have packages going Makkah first?
We are not supporting packages that are going to Mecca first. All our packages are going into Medina first. And the simple reason being, we want to collect all our Hujjaj in Medina. And so we can get them coordinated and ready and prepared for the big task of doing the Hajj. So any last minute preparation that we have to do, any last minute guidance we have to do, we want to collect all our Hujjaj under the guide so that then they can become one group. So we want to bring everybody into Medina. Now, Rawaf Mina and other service providers do have packages that will go into Makkah first. We are not supporting those packages right now.
Yeah, and also just something to consider is that if you go Makkah first, most likely you will be putting on ihram on the flight. Basically, going to Medina first makes it easy that way that you don't have to worry about putting ihram in the flight. You get to Medina, you get used to the weather, and then on the way from Medina towards Makkah, that's when you would put on ihram. So that might be something to consider.
Very good.
Okay. I don't see anybody else. Let's see.
Okay.
Is there anybody else? No. Does Saudi Airlines give privileges to arrive later?
Yeah, Saudi Airlines can arrive up to the 6th of Dhul Hijjah, but I don't want people to plan and count around that one because that is cutting it very close. So plan on arriving in Jeddah no later than 4th of Dhul Hijjah. Okay. If your timelines are very short, if you absolutely cannot take any earlier dates, my preference for people is to plan for at least 2 weeks. Okay, 14 to 18 days, so that you're not rushing through the process. But in case if you have to limit, uh, plan on arriving into Jeddah at least by 4th of Dhul Hijjah and plan on departing Jeddah by the 13th or 14th of Dhul Hijjah. You can look up the dates exactly because the Gregorian dates will change based on the moon sighting. Okay, all right. Okay, Brother Wasim, let's go ahead and close it and we can take the questions through the chat, inshallah.
Sure.
Okay. Jazakallah khair for participating in today's session. Any good that has come out of this one, it's only from the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If there are any shortcomings, if there are any mistakes, it's only due to my weakness. And I seek Allah's forgiveness and I would request everyone to forgive me also for that one. But if you can continue helping, inshallah, we'll continue helping you through the chat and more webinars, inshallah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wal Asr. Innal insana lafi khusr. Illa alladhina amanu wa amilus salihati wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.